Welcome, Sagittarius, to your in-depth weekly astrology overview and zodiac forecast for week commencing the 23rd of March for the ascendant, the sun, or the moon. I'm going to share with you the big themes of the week first, then on screen, your event chart on Monday, always influential as a backdrop. I'll then go through each of the influences frame by frame to give you a clear picture of what you can expect around relationships, finance, energy, and work. I'm astrologer Patrick Arundell. A very warm welcome. If you've yet to subscribe to the channel, please do so now to help it to continue to thrive. As we go into this week, with Mercury now in direct motion, some of those more sensitive strands that may have been just hard to move or have got bogged down will ease. But it's also a week when at its heart, the sun will apply to Saturn in your sister fire sign of Aries for the first time in a conjunction for 28 years. But just as they do forge that alliance, they're both linking back to Pluto, the planet of deep changes in your third house, very much about quick communication, but your beliefs. What's the implication of that? That is an incredibly historically rare connection. But then as the week goes on, we also have a quarter moon, and we also have Venus applying to Chiron at its very end. I'm going to unpack all of it for you. On the screen now, Sagittarius, is your event chart. As you can see, you've got a big clustering of energy in the fifth house. The fifth house can be playful, can be affectionate, it can be very creative. It can also give us an opportunity to showcase our talents and flair. But you're emerging from a time which was much more to do with the roots, the basis of your life, how you feel about things, your immediate environment, your family relationships, and your emotion. And of course, Mercury has been in retrograde. So Mercury going direct and being in a conjunction with the North Node gives you an opportunity to instinctively just blend your communication with your feelings more effectively after 3 weeks of potential frustration. But Mars, the planet of passion and assertion, is still in that emotional fourth house, but does forge a very constructive link to your ruler, Jupiter. Jupiter can be very much about expansion, but its rulership of Pisces is much more about emotion. And because they're both in water signs and in water houses, I think the energy and drive that you use can be at an internal as well as practical external level. As the week goes on, the Sun applies to Saturn, and that conjunction can provide opportunities, but it can show up some limitations. If, for example, you have got some talents that you want to work with, you may encounter some kind of obstacle, and it may feel a little bit deflating if you do. But what Saturn's asking you to do is roll your sleeves up and show just how redoubtable you are. It's very much about resilience if you do experience any blockage. But the fifth house can also be about innate romance. If there is someone that you've been attracted to recently, and perhaps you're going on a date, there could be something just at a very practical level which could inhibit progress. Maybe it's where they live, the available time they have. It could be their supportive parents or children, or maybe they're just too far away, those kind of things. But equally, it could be more about just that ability to be very relaxed and be true to yourself. Because with Pluto feeding into that duo at the heart of the week, I feel your need to express yourself with conviction and authenticity is going to be very strong. And if you're encountering someone who just doesn't receive who you are in quite the way you need, that can feel very frustrating and perhaps a little deflating. But there is a quarter moon at the heart of this week as well, and it, like Jupiter, is in your eighth house. But if you're in a tie at the moment, which does have some issues around jealousy, control, possessiveness, you may really wonder if it is worth continuing with. And as Venus combines to Chiron towards the end of this week, It's giving you a desire really to have a relationship which just really rewards and connects to you in a way which you can feel is exciting, is uplifting and joyful. And if you aren't feeling that, that may well be the energy of Saturn. But Saturn can be very much to do with perseverance. And I think the most important thing about this week for you around a relationship situation or even around your creativity or professionally is that things feel right. But as far as your financial situation is concerned, the fifth house can be about speculation, and Saturn clearly is saying to be cautious. But that doesn't mean to say there isn't still an opportunity there. Your ideas are really lit up by Pluto because Pluto can help you to unearth qualities deep within you or see trends by diving deep in your research. And if you can get that all together and apply it in a way which is well researched, there is an opportunity still to make progress. And Jupiter in the eighth house, right through to the end of June, can also bring financial rewards to you. So, to summarize, Sagittarius, I think this can be a week when things do start to just ease around some of those emotional frustrations. When it comes to demonstrating your flair, you will have to work hard, I feel, to convert your ideas into something more tangible. Professionally, and as far as work, Uranus is still in your sixth house. If your job is a little bit dull, this fifth house energy is going to urge you to research the possibilities of doing something which is more enjoyable. But that link between Mars and Jupiter at the start of the week really is a big hint of what you can achieve. But Saturn's just going to show up where you're wanting the optimum response across all the things you're doing, and it's probably wise just to lower your expectations a little bit. You can uh, you can tune in for your free daily written horoscope by clicking on the link beneath this video. It gets fired to you each morning. Get your celestial pit stop. Also, if you've yet to watch your vernal equinox 3 month forecast, please click on the screen for that. For your Pisces new moon video, please click on the screen for that. If you'd like to work with me one-to-one, please see my testimonials below. And if you're interested in your personal horoscopes, it's a great opportunity to really get much deeper into your life journey and a much greater understanding of what makes you uniquely you. And there's 50% off. Please see the link below for more. Have a great week, Sagittarius. All the best and goodbye.